Y'all haven't seen my face on here in like what, 2 videos ago? Or was that 1 video? Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ray and we're back again with another video. In today's video, I'm just going to talk about how lying can get you caught up. Man, I don't know who I was out here telling these folks everything but the truth, but I was out here lying my ass off. So this story time takes back to elementary. I can't tell you what exact grade it was, but elementary. So growing up, I think now it's known, but like growing up, our language Chizigula was not known at all. Like, you know, the little sign that said welcome and hi in everybody's language, you never saw Chizigula up there, like none of that, right? You see Swahili, but you'll never see Chizigula. You'll see Somali, you'll see all these other languages, but you'll never see Chizigula. So everywhere you go, like Dukes and them, what they said was the language that they spoke was Somali. The language that they spoke back at home was Somali. So anytime I would get like a notice, a letter, or whatever, it will always be in Somali. And the reason why they said that was because everybody that was around that was like a translator spoke Somali. Basically, what had happened was, it's like they said they speak Somali. So every time they'll have somebody come and try to speak to me, it'll always be a translator, and she spoke Somali. And I'm just like, girl, I don't understand a word you saying to me, but no, I can't even, like, I don't understand, like, me, no habla, like, I'm sorry. I started hearing the kids that spoke Swahili, and I'm like, wait a minute, because, like, if 2 + 2, wait, because, like, do you speak my language? Like, what's going, like, I'm hearing some similarities. Like, I gathered that information, figured out what the language was called, and started telling folks I speak Swahili. Now, this ain't a bad thing if I'm not speaking to a Swahili speaker, right? Like, I could just say I speak Swahili. I know how to read it. I understand a few words. Like, yeah, that's my language. I'm gang. Like, y'all feel me? This is my people's. It was all fun and games until I became the translator. Stick with me. Okay. So I started telling the teachers, like, yeah, I speak Swahili. The language spoke back at home is Swahili. Right. Dukes and them, they spoke it. So it was no issue there. But when the paper came and it was written in Somali, baby, I couldn't read it. I was having a hard time. But Swahili, ace that. I could read it. You feel me? So we get a new student. If you see where I'm going with this, yeah. So we get a new student. And of course, this new student so happened to speak Swahili. Not a lick of English, just Swahili. Now, he had like, a person that, cause like, you know, sometimes when the kids come, they always have like a person that spoke the language to like explain to them what's going on. Well, said person was not there for old boy, okay? So the teacher was like, wait, Ray says she spoke Swahili, and Ray speaks really good English. So if 2 + 2 is 4, let's get Ray to translate. Yeah. No. Sick. Okay? This is where my lie caught up to me. And I was put on the spot. So teacher calls me. She comes. She's like, oh, Ray, come here. You know, come help. Oh boy, understand what I'm trying to say, you feel me? He got to do his work, and after he does his work, he needs to do this work, and like, he missed yesterday, so he got to catch up on. I tell him exactly what I just said. Right. So y'all, why I start speaking Chizigula to this kid? Why I start speaking Chizigula to this kid? I said, yeah, kakugamba vihi, zuzi na kuna. You know, and then, yeah. Why this boy said, eh? Mimi sijui. I said, oh, And then the teacher was like, what did he say? I said, oh, I don't know. I didn't tell her that. I was like, he said, okay. The teacher hands him the papers. He looking at the papers like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, so then she telling me I have to work with him and help him understand the work. You would think at this point she would like tell them like, no habla Swahili, right? You would think at this point it's like, okay, the jig is up. I don't speak it. I'm sorry. I can't translate for y'all, right? Wrong. She proceeds, right? She proceeds. Now, the kid ain't dumb. He just doesn't, it's just the language barrier. He's a very smart kid. It was just the language barrier, okay? So if the piece of paper was there, he can't read he can't read English. He can't understand. He could probably understand, like, sound it out, but he ain't gonna know what you talking about, right? Start working with him. I started doing the work for him. Teacher saw what I was doing. She comes, she's like, wait, he knows how to do the work. You just need to tell him what it's asking and he could do it. And I'm like, right. She left. I proceed to do the work for him. So she comes back and then she's like, can you tell him that he's supposed to do the work himself? Again, she says in Chisgula, Kakuga vihi. Kazi yako ngoja manyo mwenye. I said, So the teacher looks at me and she's like, why does he look confused? I said, I don't know. I don't think he speaks Swahili. She's like, are you sure? Because he has a whole Swahili translator, so that don't make no sense. Or do you not speak Swahili? How you gonna tell me what language I do and don't speak? And I'm like, what is Swahili? She's like, you said that you speak that language, so what do you mean? Or do you not? So she put 2 and 2 together and indeed got 4. Then she was like, okay, don't worry about it. So, yeah, I never actually owned up and said, yeah, I just don't speak the language. I just kept it pushing. You would think I would have just been like, okay, yeah, you right. But no, I did not tell her she was right. I stood 10 toes behind that. I speak Swahili. The actual Swahili speaker does not speak Swahili. That's why he can't understand me. Man, I would just feel like I'm so happy. Like now we got like more of our people and our languages actually starting to be known, because I was going through it during elementary school, man. Like I was like, and this is not enough. I feel like we have to continue this so it's like one of the known languages, because like it's a lot of us out here for us to not be like, what about our kids? What about our kids? Like our language is gonna disappear. Anyways, y'all, I just started telling the truth as I got older instead of trying to sit here and lie and saying I speak Somali and Swahili. But yeah, speak fully Chizigula. I am Mzigula. So like that's what I just started telling people, and then they'll be looking at me like, oh, Chizigula, okay. Yeah, but now it's known. Like I was so geeked in the 12th grade when I came back to school and they had the little board and our language was right there. So we out there, y'all. We out there. But anyways, that's the end of the story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post another video. Bye.